There's a look at a capacity crowd that's been anxiously awaiting the start of this one. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Ben Revere heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Castillo's after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Josh Harrison will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid one-out single.
Buchholz sets. First pitch on its way. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. So it's a scoreless first here for Clay Buchholz. Yanks nothing. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Steve?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And, you know, these guys were shut out last time out. And, hey, that's going to happen here in the postseason. I mean, it's not like you're facing these journeyman number 4, number 5 starters anymore. Once you get into the postseason, it's the best of the best. You're seeing number 1s, number 2s. And, you know, they've got another tough assignment here. But, hey, no question. This offense has to get going if they're going to hang around in this series at all.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Hanley Ramirez will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Hit hard toward first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Carlos Santana makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
High and deep to right center field. Castillo going back, still going back, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Stepping in, Daniel Descalzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lays off 1-0. swing and a miss for strike one. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Hit hard towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Starlin Castro will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
And there's a fastball from Buchholz as he gets ahead 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
The 0-2 home. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Coming to the plate now, Charlie Blackmon. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Pedroia onto the grass. And the inning is over. Alan Craig will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing, because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Hughes looks in, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Got him.
Let's get in tight to take a look at the grip there on that last curveball. You can see by his fingers, this is going to be more of an overhand curve. And he'll just sort of pull down on it like he's pulling down a curtain.
David Murphy will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. Santana's got it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you can see, the winner of this series will battle the Angels to decide who'll be the American League's representative in this year's World Series. Victor Cabral is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. You worry a little about threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Game 4 rolls along. Yan Gomes is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Number 13, Yan Gomes.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit hard to short. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome. On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
One out here in the Yankees' third inning, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. Buchholz has his target. Here's the 0-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ramirez is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder
Ben Revere will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Looped out towards short. Throw on to Craig will be in time, and the inning is over. A good inning of work. Brock Holt will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
With these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. After it is Ellsbury. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Dilson Herrera will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
And if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. Harrison has it. Here's Castro for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more. Josh Harrison is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Buchholz gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castillo on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason.
Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Brandon Moss will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Can't ask for a whole lot more to start the inning. Hey, back-to-back base hits haven't threatened to score a first run of the night.
Carlos Santana will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. But fortunately here, no advance.
Up next for the Yankees.
Settling in now, Daniel Descalso. He reached on a single in his first try. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
That evens it up, 1-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Starlin Castro gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Now the 0-1. Fly ball out to right field. Murphy on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends. Rusney Castillo will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Hanley Ramirez digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Ripped on the ground to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning. It remains 0-0. Charlie Blackmon will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone. Then maybe your offense can go from there.
Buchholz is ready. 1-2 on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Digging in, Yan Gomes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Into the box, Jacoby Ellsbury. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Hard liner toward short. And this will find the gap. It's extra bases for Ellsbury. Around first on his way to second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Here's Ben Revere as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Alan Craig comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Hey now.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now. That's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number
David
7.
Murphy stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Revere will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Catcher.
Victor Cabral is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
That's a major league curveball there. Well, let's take a while to get used to, believe me.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. 6th inning coming up, still zip, zip. Josh Harrison will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
High and deep to center field. Castillo ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the series, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Stepping in now, Brandon Moss.
Brandon Moss.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
That's one of his best pitches tonight.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Daniel Descalso will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Starlin Castro will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Gets a small piece near the plate. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, this ball doesn't get too far away from home plate, so that makes the catcher have to make a decision. And he decides to try to force it in there at second base, but he winds up throwing it away.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
They know he's got one eye on that green monster, that left field wall out there, so it's a good idea here to bust him inside.
This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 1 run scores. Santana scores.
The catcher, number 13.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all now for Clay Buchholz. Alexi Agondo will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Yan Gomes will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
You know, sometimes this game can just be flat out simple. Here, he just worked his way into a good count, bought himself a nice fastball to hit, and then just rips it out there to drive in a run.
Digging in now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
One there. On to Craig at first, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the one.
The batter, left fielder
Ben Revere will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And a pitch out, but Ellsbury stays put. 4 runs here in this half inning. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Coming to the plate again, Josh Harrison, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Line softly toward the hole, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Brandon Moss will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
He's set. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
That's by him for strike 1.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
And now 3-1 here. And if this is a borderline pitch here, you got to let it go. This has to be in a perfect spot if you're going to have.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Ramirez sprinting after it, and this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Up with it, Cabral. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Yankees lead it 5-0. Brock Holt will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Driven to right field and deep. Back goes Moss. Around first, heading for second now. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Use comes set. First pitch on the way. Xander Bogaerts will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
A pause, and the 0-2 on the ground to the left side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting.
Dilson Herrera will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
And he got him.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Rusney Castillo is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. This is skied out toward right. Moss is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The second baseman, number
Dustin Pedroia will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. Boston strands a couple. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Tommy Lane is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
leading off for the Yankees. First baseman, Carlos Santana.
And now the first pitch of the inning is sent in the air out to straightaway center. Castillo is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
Daniel Descalzo.
Striding into the box, Daniel Descalzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
The batter, number
Now
14.
in the box, Starlin Castro. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Charlie Blackmon, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. So a good bounce-back inning here after the 5-run outburst. Hanley Ramirez will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
Squared that one up just a little late. Hughes gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard. And even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Alan Craig will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
David Murphy.
David Murphy stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Ah, that's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Toward left center and fairly deep. Ellsbury going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Now batting, catcher,
Victor Cabral will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double down the 3rd baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at 3rd. The run scores from 2nd and makes it a 5-1 contest. Brock Holt steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at 1st following the RBI single. Well, this will be pulled in out there at 2nd base, and that'll be that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8. Yan Gomes comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting,
Jacoby Ellsbury gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a snap throw to first. A dive, but he's back. Tap fouled at home plate. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Revere. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Ramirez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 5-1. Justin Wilson is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Xander Bogaerts stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get it on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Rusney Castillo will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Dustin Pedroia stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. In the air to right center. Ellsbury moves over. And that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Junichi Tozawa will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Josh Harrison will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Right fielder
Brandon Moss ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Hit hard back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
First baseman.
Carlos Santana will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Cabral gonna have to hurry. Throw on to Craig will be in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're up 5-1.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Hanley Ramirez will be the one to start things off with his guys in need of a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 5. And a fastball for Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Alan Craig comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Boy, they've done a really good job against this guy so far. And it's the first time in the series that they've held him without a hit.
Here's the 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
David Murphy will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And the victory would be for Phil Hughes if the score holds where it is. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough.
And the Yankees have cleared their first hurdle. They're headed to the AL Championship Series.
Well, you know, their work is not done yet, but they've done what they needed to do up to this point. And they take care of business here to punch their ticket to the ALCS.
And, guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Phil Hughes. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the AL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 5 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Red Sox.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In Game 1 of the NLCS, the Nationals catcher, number 40, grabbed 3 base knocks as the Nationals downed the Cubs 6-4. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.